everyone. Welcome to DL44 Network. I am Ryan Doell. We still don't have an intro. I'm going to talk to BC DeLorean, another movie Cars 2, to make us one. I'm Ryan Doell, and I'm here with an esteemed panel of gentlemen, because who better to talk about Star Wars than five guys? I can't think of any. Let's go down the row here. Steve 3.
Wow. Good evening.
Hey, you're not unboxing right now, so what's happening?
Maybe. It's Friday night, brother, and we're all together, and we're going to chat about Star Wars.
I love it. Next to him, Paul Seung-Hyung Lee, bitter Asian dude. Dude, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's Friday. I don't get to sleep in tomorrow, but I'm just looking forward to not looking at an Excel sheet. So it's going to be good.
There you go.
Kevin, toying around.
Yo, what's up?
Dude, how are you doing?
I am exhausted, but it's good we get to hang out tonight and talk some Star Wars. It's been a minute.
Yeah, I'm stoked about it too. I've been wanting to do more of these, so I'm just trying to making them happen. That's all. Jamie is here with us as well. You probably have seen him on I can't speak.
Unboxing.
Unboxing.
The unboxing.
Steven C3.
Yep.
I don't know what accent that's supposed to be. But what Swedish? Maybe I
think it was Transylvanian.
Transylvanian.
I'm for it
again. Please.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. You've seen him unboxing with Steve 3. You also see him with Steve 3 on Generation X. X-Wing. Yeah, thanks, Steve. YouTube channel. Jamie, how are you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
I'm excited to talk Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
Are we not related?
We are not. As far as I know, we are not.
Who the hell was gonna tell me?
Well, I had to.
You kind of look the same.
Dude,
Yeah.
you can't
One's wearing it. One's wearing
spring
a hat,
that
one's
news
not.
on me live.
Yeah, one has hair.
Kind of a dick move,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah, sorry, man. It's not my fault. Not my fault. Does everyone have a drink? Are we all?
I do have one tonight. I mean, I haven't had the best stomach today, but I thought the way to try and rectify that would be to go in with my go-to Jameson
Hard booze.
ginger in a can.
Ooh,
This is
I thought you were
delightful.
going to be drinking from your hydro flask.
Did you not
Here's
see it? It's
Mason.
over here.
There it is. There it is.
I wouldn't want to disappoint you. Paul, have you tried these?
Yes, I have.
like
I
it.
have. But
It
only
sounds
in the
really good.
States.
Aren't they like 50 cents a can in the States?
I don't know. I don't even look at prices anymore. It's too
Ooh,
depressing.
must be nice.
I've had 7 of
It's too
these
depressing,
already.
Kevin. It's not through the fact I don't have to. It just makes me. I don't want to cry as I'm purchasing a 4-pack of alcohol or 6 eggs.
Four blind boxes of Micro Galaxy Squadron.
That's different. That doesn't matter what they cost.
I dig that. So should we say a quick hello to the chat?
Please
Yes,
do.
Brian.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay, cool. We got Bitter Troll here, Mr. Skylar Davis. The Professor of Ricketts putting her squeeze on the Sweeway down at the Saskatoon Pickatang. Mr. Bionic Funk, Duke Booty. Great seeing you here. Awesome. Mr. VJ Baby.
PJ baby.
Peachy Chris is here. The wonderful, extremely talented Allie Williams in the chat. Too good for the chat, I say. Carrie Fanty is here. Daniel DeSertle is here. And we've got Burnt Vidar, Vader 74, Larson. That is his full government name, by the way, for
Wow.
asking. John Galgano is here. And everyone, please bow down to Sir Eric Brown. Awesome. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. A lot has happened since the last time we were on. I feel like it's been, a little over a month since we all kind of got together, or at least some of us, to do just a kind of a podcast kind of thing. I know it's been a while for Kevin. Kevin's been, it's summer. You guys got kids, so everyone's crazy busy. So
Yeah.
I totally get that. But a lot has happened. I don't know where. I'm trying to think of where we should start. I guess first thing I want to start with, I'll do this. There was a Kickstarter that launched this week. It's from Dark Horse Comics, who publishes a lot of like they publish comic books, of course, but they also publish books. So like if you saw like the art and history of Masters of the Universe, the visual history of the real Ghostbusters, or even just these big deluxe like artist master versions of like Jim Lee and Jack Kirby and any sort of comic legend you can think of, they make those, and they don't usually need a Kickstarter. This is why I'm kind of surprised this one does. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, Dark Horse did release Star Wars manga, and they were obviously originally in Japan. They got translated, re-released here in North America in the late 90s, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Outside of me, did anyone else knew that these existed or own any of these? Steve, I'll just go down the row. Steve?
No, the first thing I saw of this was your delightful "look at this" post.
Yes, thank you. It was a delightful post. Paul, have you heard of this?
Yes.
Yes,
I had. In
Did
fact,
you
but it was that around that time I had stopped collecting comics.
right.
So it was more about, oh, this is really cool. Flip through it and then put it back on the shelf.
Yeah,
But I was
super-
aware of its existence.
yeah. Jamie, how about you?
Yeah, definitely aware of its existence from my time spent in comic book shops, but yeah, none owned.
None owned. Kevin.
Yeah, definitely know about it, and I've looked at some pages, but recently when you reshared it, I just assumed it was hentai, so I didn't really think twice.
You didn't think twice, you just ordered it without looking?
I'm like, oh yeah, that's on brand, and then I just kind of
okay. I thought you were like,
no, it wasn't like, oh, all right, instant order.
Yeah.
Click.
Damn it, that joke backfired on
free.
myself. Well played. Okay, well played. All right, go.
I did have to take a second look at the images though. I was like, where? There's nothing dribbling out of any orifice. What is this?
Steven.
And that's why you didn't order?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why you didn't. Yeah, exactly.
There's
exactly.
nothing dribbling out of any orifice. I'm not ordering that.
Who is this person impersonating Ryan Doll 31 on Instagram?
That's
Report,
just Dianoga. He's in the
report.
movies already.
Yeah, they've already. The Dianoga has tentacles and it's canon. Okay.
Show me
Whatever.
something new.
Yeah, right. But no, this is amazing. If you've never even flipped through this, it's like flip through the manga. Anyways, if you've never flipped through it, it is gorgeous. Like, it is stunning art, amazing like retelling of A New Hope, and all the ships, any angle, interior, exterior, stunning, absolutely mind-blowing.
Nice.
It needed 50,000 to hit its goal. It within the first 2 hours, it was already at 100,000. It was weird for me because I was like, oh, I wonder if anyone else really knows about this, because I don't really hear anyone talking about it, and that includes myself. I don't really talk about it a lot, just because of, as you see, how my friends react when I mention it. So keep it to myself. But yeah, this is
Ryan.
fair, though. I mean, to be fair, Kevin does make a valid point. 99.9% of the time you talk about manga, it's hentai. So
hey, it's called art.
that's all I'm saying.
Hey,
That's all I'm saying.
it's art.
So you can't cry wolf and kind of go, well, I don't
Yeah.
talk about it because
Yeah, the
No,
real
my
trick is getting people to shut
joking
up.
me
about
about
it.
Yeah, I feel like no one's ever talking about this guy sitting in the corner by himself.
That's my secret. I'm always by myself.
Always sitting in the corner.
Always sitting in the corner. But no, they're coming out with a few ways to get this. So it's like, even if you want like a really inexpensive version, you can get it in PDF. I got the slipcase. Then I added on. There's like it comes with a collection of prints as well. A lot of some of the bigger ones. There's some big ticket items in here too. There was a one stretch goal, not a stretch goal. What is it called? I guess just
Tier?
a tier. Yeah. Where you spend $2,000 and you also get art with it too. Like you get an original drawing with
Wow.
it. So you get everything that you see. You get like the masterpiece edition, you get the prints, you get all this stuff, and then you get an original piece of art limited to $2,000, and that also sold out pretty damn instant.
Wow.
Man, that's pretty good
That's
response.
the way to get your goal, man.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Like it's
Yeah.
and again, some of the stuff's it's not like it's not cheap. I mean, let's be real. Like you see some of these prices, it's all of them. I think unless you're getting the PDF, I think everything is $3.
Wow.
Man, HasLab should just be books from now on. Then this is insane.
This right, the $1,500 Darth Vader variant bundle.
Cool.
Yeah, so much cool stuff, right? And it just takes you to the list here too of like, everything you get with it. The early bird collection was the only one. This one sold out instantly.
I can imagine that. $75.
$75. And you
Wow.
get it. So I was like, it was so funny because I had my timer set and I was like, there's no way. Because again, I just assumed no one really, no one really knows about this. And then, and then all of a sudden I was like, well, I'm in a meeting, and as soon as my meeting is done, I'll jump on and I'll get it. No, poof, gone.
Yeah. You can't think like that, Ryan. You know better than that.
I know. I totally Steve 3'd that. You'd think I would learn from his cantina situation.
Many
you knew that
situations,
was coming.
many situations, to be fair, I've hesitated and go, no one else wants that. I'll come back to it in my own convenience. And yeah.
I will teach them a lesson by waiting until the last minute.
No, that
Yeah.
was the cantina.
That's more
that was the
Steve
cantina.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My other
That's more
mess
of a
ups have just
wrong.
been, no one else is going to want that. I've learned my lesson, though. I've learned my lesson.
No, it's good. So that means you shouldn't wait, Steve. You should order one of these right away.
I think they're really cool. I think they're really cool, but I don't read and I don't even look at pictures. So it's difficult for me to get excited about a whole collection. I would probably really enjoy it, but I think I might wait till I come and stay at yours again, and then I'll just read it in the bathroom.
That's yeah.
Well, that's what the digital version is for, Steve. If you're going to read
Reading
it
in
on
the
the toilet
bathroom?
anyway, just read it on your phone.
Oh no! How can you read it on your phone? If you have your phone in your hand, you have to send memes, man. Like it's an unwritten rule. You don't read anything. It's meme.
Oh, okay. I didn't know we were that strict for that.
It's the only
Kevin's
time. It's
screwing
the
up
only
toilet
time to
times.
sell memes.
What you're doing is you're cutting into Kevin's movie watching time.
Yeah, how else am I going to
Because
catch up
that's-
on all the shows?
I didn't
That's
think you had time for a bathroom break. To be honest, Kevin. I mean, let's be fair. There's very little time to sit in the. I'm surprised you don't have a built-in bidet in that studio of yours.
I should.
You don't
should.
stop.
Doel, I'm sharing another really cool Star Wars related Kickstarter too. If you have time to pull it up.
Boom.
Have you seen this?
I have.
It looks so good. It's Casey Jones frozen in some sort of pizza related carbonite, right? And there's different. It's a soft vinyl figure. It comes in different. You can get it in different paint finishes. So there's this classic one, right? Pepperoni, cheese,
my
mushrooms,
Lord.
some olives, and then there's glow in the dark. There is the carbonite version. It looks fantastic. The concept itself is so cool, right? There's that ooze meter on the side. Let me see some of the other versions here.
Where did this come from?
It's just some toys on tap. They just came up with this
so
idea.
funny. It's a cross between Pizza the Hut and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
So there's the classic glow in the dark. There's carbonite. The kind of pink green is the Ninja Toidles variant.
Right.
And then there's a chrome one limited to 50, and then there are different prices. I think you have a collection of a choice of bases, and I think this is a really great looking display piece. This one was backed in 10 minutes, I believe.
What did you get, Kev?
I haven't decided yet. Oh, there you go. It says right there, fully funded in 10 minutes. It's very cool. It's very cool. It blends
Can you just
Star
get
Wars. Yeah, of course. No, yeah, you don't choose all of them. That's that would be crazy. You choose like which color you want. I mean, I don't mean it's crazy to want all of them, but like if your backing means like you have to get every single one, that would be that'd be tough.
yeah,
But
I
you
see what
choose,
you
yeah,
mean,
you
yeah.
choose whichever
But
colorway you're.
But it's
Who
hard to
backs
choose, right?
multiple things, right, Paul? Multiple of the same thing back in that?
Paul was trying to not draw attention to himself and take a drink, and then
Blinking off camera.
Fucking Jamie.
Honestly, though, I don't see this being. If you were to get all 5, I don't see that being a problem. If you were to get multiples of the 5, yeah, then that's the pool.
Yeah, if you got
I
like
don't think.
I don't know 2 or 3 of the same one by accident,
Yeah,
you know.
by
I
forgetting.
mean, I don't know why you're laughing, Jamie. You seem to be benefiting a lot from my multiples here.
Dude, I have asked you for nothing. I appreciate it all, but I ask you for nothing.
yeah, these are I think these are cool vinyls to display.
What are you steering? What are you steering towards, though? Do you think are you addicted to glow in the dark like I am? If anything's glow in the dark, you have to get it or not?
No, I think the regular colors is perfect.
Yeah,
Carbonite is obviously tempting because it's a play
Carbonite.
on that Star Wars aspect. But I really like the fun colors of the actual cheese. Queso
Yeah, I like
Jones.
the actual pizza one.
And
Right.
what's the base variant? Is there 2 different bases there, or
Well, one looks like an oven, but it also looks like it could be Bespin.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
grill, right?
Yeah, it's
One
either
with
a grill,
sewer.
something Star Warsy, or like so you go which theme, which property you favor, I
Yeah.
guess.
Star Wars or Toritos.
Yeah, I think this is really cool. I just saw this today, and it's awesome. It's backed already, so if you're interested in getting some vinyl display pieces, go for it.
Yeah, I like
pretty
their
cool.
logo too. The beer mug R2.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's very cool.
I dig it. That's awesome. No, this is super cool. This is super. Paul, how many are you getting?
0.
Okay. Okay, that's totally
Looks great.
fine.
Looks great. It looks great. It's not my bag.
Yeah,
I think
hang
it's
on.
really cool.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna try and sell this hentai one more time.
Whoa, that what?
So these are some pages from that manga on that
Okay.
Kickstarter,
Oh, the Tonica sisters.
right? And I also wanted to make sure everyone knew that this was the cantina as well,
Cool.
That's awesome.
What an educational night.
right? Like, the art is awesome. Like, it's so good and super detailed.
Are all the aliens in the... Okay, so you have some of the Cad Bane guys there. I was wondering, like, do they make new types of aliens in there? Are there like kaijus or something inside?
Nothing really like
That'd be
kaijus,
cool.
but there's like these little bugs up here at the top. This looks like an Admiral Akbar down there.
What's he got in his mouth?
I think they're fighting. I'm not sure. You gotta remember, this is a hive of scum and villainy.
Okay, so is this just a redo? Is this a separate story or is this the same story?
Oh no, this is a full-on adaptation.
Okay, all right. Because it looks like the same shit's going on, right?
Yes, it is the same.
But look
shit
at Ben's
going on.
robe, like it's stylized.
Yeah.
Yeah, even look at the size of Walrus Man. He's the size
Yeah.
of a walrus.
He's got a proper butt on his chin.
Yes, that's what I call it.
I kind of like his proportions there. He looks cool.
And
Very
they both
walrusy.
look cool, right? Like,
I mean,
is-
that last frame of
Yeah.
Kenobi is awesome.
Oh, it's this one,
Oh, look at that. Wow, that's cool. That is cool.
Ooh.
right? Like this artwork is stunning. Like, and the whole thing, and it's 4 volumes of. That's what the original published release was, 4 volumes.
I don't think
big
you even
trades.
need to justify the price, what you've spent. I think it looks really good.
I think it does too. I also do. Let's go up to Andor.
Jesus.
Don't sleep on Andor. Andor might be the most important show on the planet at the moment.
I mean, was anybody sleeping on Andor though?
I don't. Well, not Star Wars fans. I think Star Wars fans were watching it, but I think this was more when Variety is the one that put this one out. But I have a feeling that I think this is more of that Variety and Disney, this ad or whatever. I think this is more to try to get.
This is This is the for your consideration posters that were all up around town, right?
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
the Emmy push.
Yeah,
This was
exactly.
during the Emmy push.
And that's when we got that that fanzine, that Andor zine that I grabbed, the paper.
Right.
Multiple pages of artwork and shots from the show. It looks really good.
Yeah. It is awesome. Everyone here has seen Andor. We are all caught up.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Everyone loves it.
It was great.
How many nominations did they have?
14. They had 14 nominations. They won 5. Yeah, and we'll just I'll quickly go through them. Right, 14 nominations for outstanding. One of them including outstanding drama series. It did not win that, but that's
Who
okay.
won that?
That's a great question. I don't know if anyone knows. Paul, do you know who won Best Dramatic Series? Emmy?
Nope. Let me look it up though.
Cool. While he's doing that. This is probably the biggest one, especially for Star Wars in general. I think they have never gotten this one. And I don't know why when episode 2 exists.
It was the pit.
Right. Outstanding writing for drama series, Dan Gilroy. Again, I'll start this time at the bottom. Kevin, your thoughts on the writing? On the show.
Oh, I mean, this should be no surprise to anyone who's watched it. The characters were fantastic. Their dialogue, the way that it just paralleled. Well, like for that world, it was beautiful, but the way it paralleled a lot of the stuff that was happening in the real world at the same time, it was just beautifully done. And the fact that you could take a lot of those quotes right out of the show and apply them to today. This is a well-deserved recognition for the writing on Andor.
Yeah, agreed. Jamie.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I'm honestly I'm a bit of a freak. I didn't really enjoy season 1 of Andor. I liked season 2 more. Mostly just it was a little bit faster paced and whatnot. But yeah, you can't argue with the writing and everything about the show, really. But yeah, that's well deserved for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Paul.
I think it's great that it won for best writing. I think it's a travesty that none of the actors were nominated for performance because you can't have the best fucking writing without some fucking actors delivering these fucking lines. And that's the biggest travesty. I think genre shows always get ripped off because no one takes them seriously because, oh my God, it's sci-fi or it's fantasy and we can't have anything like that sully the Emmys, which is why these things are great wins. The writing is outstanding for all the reasons mentioned from before. Kevin, you hit it right on the nose. The fact that it is topical. They weren't writing about what's happening in today's political climate down south, but it is something that is completely relevant. It's haunting the way it echoes. They're writing about, the writing was about World War II, fascism during World War II. They wrote this thing before this administration came up. The way they shoot this is all happened before. No one could foresee that these echoes were going to happen again. And the fact that it holds up and you can still take a lot of what's been said and apply it nowadays, how it is very, very, it's frightening, but it also shows great skill. The storytelling was outstanding in this, the way they wove all the story beats together, those moments to create that sort of ending was tremendous, and how they tied it in to something that has already been sort of established, I think was masterful. So I'm very, very happy. And it was a great speech that Dan Gilroy gave as well up on the stage there.
Yeah. No, it was agreed. Good shout out to that. And good thing you brought up the actors because they were all amazing on that show.
Yeah.
Dude, especially Genevieve O'Reilly. She was awesome. Just amazing.
So good. So good. Steven.
Yes. How do you top that? I mean, yeah, there's not really much more to add. I mean, 100%. 100%. It was not written to try and wake people up here. It was written to portray what's happened in the past and all that goes into the sacrifices of the people that stand up against that tyranny. And that's what I think what makes it more emotional is to see that some blind people don't see that coming again. So to hear Dan Gilroy, I was lucky enough to go and see a 3-episode showing where Dan Gilroy was there afterwards.
Oh, nice.
And it was quite emotional listening to him talking. He's very, very passionate about his writing because it is based on history. And you can see he wants people to stop complaining about the fact it's mixed in with Star Wars and start looking about what it's telling you and learning some stuff, right? This is what a platform to make people learn, you would think, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was great. And to the point of it being a story we were watching about an ending which we already know, there was still so many turns and so many points and so many thrilling sort of climaxes to a story being told that even though we know what's going to happen in the end, so they kept you gripped all the way through it. It was really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, I think that was a very good point, Steve, that that you made there, that we know what's going to happen to a lot of these characters. We know the outcome of Mon Mothma and Andor. Some characters we don't, right? I keep wanting to say it's Leia. It's not Leia.
Clea.
Clea. Right?
Fantastic.
Right. Well, Clea, we don't know what happens to her. So we have that suspense with her. Yet somehow when Andor, spoiler alerts, by the way, talking spoilers, when Andor goes to get Mon Mothma after this speech, my butthole was clenched so tight because I was like, you knew what was going to happen, but still I'm watching and going, oh my God, how are they going to get out of this?
Yeah. So many great scenes. So many great scenes. I still cannot get over the end scene of Cyril. I can't get, I just can't get over that one. That was, and like Paul mentioned the actors, and it wasn't even anything he said. It was the look in his face when Andor asked him who the hell he was. And his fight was just pointless. And that the expression in his face, you can't beat that, man. That gets me. That still gets me now thinking about it, is the expression in his face before his life ended was the fact that he just basically wasted all of this energy for nothing. It was crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
What about Luthen too? Like, let's not forget. That's another character that, like, from season 1 through 2, absolutely like stellar performances.
Yeah. And
100%, man.
I know, and with Clea as well, when they had oh my God, I'm blanking on every character's name now. What's his Imperial?
Andor.
Not Andor, the Imperial guy from
the Imperial
Rogue
guy.
One. Yeah.
There was only one.
Middle management
Krennic.
from Rogue One.
Director Krennic, Ben Mendelsohn.
Yes. So when Krennic is in that like trophy room, and Clea's like telling the other like ginger mustache.
No,
like,
Krennic
hey,
is you're
Ronnie.
talking.
like no, because they're in that trophy
Lonnie.
room, and she's like,
At the party.
Yeah, they're at the party, and she's like diddling underneath the table, and she's like, "Yo, keep talking to me." And while she's like getting rid of all these like mics and like, oh, dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
So
Just
good.
bleeding profusely, trying to turn that thing and get it out. You could feel the struggle. You could feel the emotion. You could feel the fear. It was so good.
Yeah,
But
they did a
and
great
that's the
job of
thing,
building tension.
Yes, that's the writing, but that's performance as well.
Yep.
And like I think there were, for me, there were no small parts either. I mean, you look at what every character brought to the table, every actor, right? Well written, they brought their A game. There was not for me, there was nobody that was like completely forgettable in that. Like this was the arcs that were created for each of them. You look at Denise Huff, who played oh my god,
Miro.
Ryan
Deidre Miro.
Etching.
Didra.
Yeah, like her character arc from a go-getter, an ambitious go-getter who seems smarter than everybody else, who then oversteps and gets to do shit, and then ends up into being arrested and in a detention cell. Right, Major Partagast at the beginning when he's lecturing everybody over what they do. This is triage. Yeah. He's in control, and to see his end, and you can just see him just sort of crumble and like, taking the blaster to himself because he doesn't want to suffer the consequences. Like this is everything was set up. Brasso, my God, I loved him too. Yes. What a great character, and like how this is. We don't see him later on, so somehow this is going to happen.
Yep.
And it just happens so quickly, and then you have like callbacks to like that guy Nemec. His I'm reading about that Dan Gilroy. They wrote to him saying, "Hey, yeah, we need you to come in to reread some of your manifesto because we're going to be replaying it for later on." And the fact that resonates, and that's something from season 1, but something like that resonating throughout the entire series. Everybody brought it. Everybody. This is such a cohesive sort of collaborative effort where everybody was just so outstanding. Yeah, that it is an absolute travesty that nobody in that cast was nominated. Like an absolute fucking travesty.
Huge.
And I'm salty about this. Obviously, I am, but you can't. You just can't do that. You can't do that because the writing makes a show, but the performances lift the words off the pages. Because if it was just that easy, it's just right. You could get anybody to just say the lines, and then it would be fantastic. But you can't because the performances elevate everything to another extreme. I mean, that's why we give actors awards. This is why we pay people to perform these things. Mm-hmm. And I think it's like something winning best movie. But no best actor, no best director, no best writing. I don't get that. I honestly don't get that. So
it's 100% true. You could have the best writing in the world, but if it's not taken off the page and put out to that screen, it's not going to work, and you're not going to see it for what it could have been. You're just going to be complaining about it didn't work. Even the guy you talk about, Brasso, even the guy who was running the farm that they were at. I remember that episode airing, and when the Imperials come to town, and he everyone thought that he was going against Brasso, but the look he gave him when he was saying it instantly told me that he was doing this to protect everyone. Right. And it's that's things like that. You can't beat that. You can't beat that, and that's done by a human performance. So
everything in that series is incredibly grounded, I think, is the other point that I wanted to make. There were no there was nothing that was like fanciful or whatever. Everything just felt so real and so authentic, which is different from the Star Wars content that we've been getting before, where it's a fantastical element where you use the Force and there's magics and, there's space wizards and laser swords and blah, blah, blah. Everything just seems so grounded in this, in terms of the performances, the characters, the stakes, everything there. And which is, I think, one of the reasons why it was kind of, in a sense, let the Academy legitimize this form of Star Wars, because it was just more, it was more real than previous sort of iterations of this or other type shows that should have been considered for nominations and never winning.
Yep.
I think.
Go ahead.
No. So sorry. No, please finish.
No, I just think it's again, it just speaks to the collaborative effort and like, what was my point? My point was basically it was grounded, and everybody they all played it straight. They played it straight. It shows that Star Wars can be topical. It can be relevant. It can be grounded. It can be moving. It can be
scary.
It can be scary, absolutely. It can be thrilling. It can be all those things as well as everything else. And the other point that I wanted to make was this was an excellent iteration of Star Wars but it's not the end all and the be all of all Star Wars either. Mm-hmm. Like that's the other the blowback when something is so excellent. What frightens me or what worries me is that everybody suddenly throwing the baby out with the bathwater, saying, "Well, everything else is garbage now." So, like, The Mandalorian, trash. Can't wait to see that movie come out because I'm going to just hate watch it because it's trash, because it's not grounded. Like, there's stuff like that the natural blowback to anything being that good is that everything else, which is different, gets disregarded, and I think that is a shame too, because it doesn't. Both things can be true. You can have an incredibly grounded, realistic portrayal of a Star Wars universe, but you can also have a fun, romp, adventurous sort of, action movie theater type storytelling as well. It doesn't have to be one or the other, and that's again getting to politics too. Yeah, it's like it's one or the other. It's binary. It doesn't have to be, and it really worries me that we get to this point where it has to be one or the other. There's no room in between.
That's something that Tony Gilroy has said himself. I actually have an article up kind of in prep for this discussion. Just him basically saying in his own words, he's being driven crazy every time people it's mostly clickbait at the end of the day, but they're trying to draw controversy between Andor and the other shows, really just taking that binary approach to things. And straight from the horse's mouth, Tony Gilroy is basically saying, like, stop it. That's not our goal. That's not how you should be viewing our product. We're part of a larger universe.
Yeah. You can have a lot of things for dinner, man.
If you think about it, more like huge. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about it in that same sense of like what we're getting now with DC. That latest Superman movie exists in the same world as Peacemaker. If you've been watching Peacemaker, that show is insane. It is amazing. It's violent. It's touching. It is not Superman, but they exist in the same world. And I feel like if we can look at DC that way, there's no reason why we can't look at that, like do the same thing with Marvel, Star Wars, Ronald McDonald Land, whatever, right? Though now I want to see my own rated R, like, Hamburglar show. But yeah,
Paul, your boy Tim Meadows is hilarious on Peacemaker.
Yeah,
I have to. I need to catch up because I started watching it on the airplane when I was flying back from Vancouver to Toronto, and had all the episodes lined up. And then it was the part where, it's like halfway through the first episode, basically, where there's like,
you were at the house party.
Yeah, where he's feeling depressed.
Yeah.
And there's like, spoiler alert, there's like a ton of nudity and like all around, which I have no problem with.
Yeah.
Except like if I'm on a plane where people are walking by and like serving me food and like, what's this guy? Oh my God. Why is he watching on a plane? So I had to stop that.
Yeah. I was watching that documentary on Sopranos. Is it David Chase, I think? And then they had like I was watching on the plane. There's a whole bunch of like topless women. And I'm like, I can't watch this on the plane.
That's
yes, you can.
Carefully
curate
your
I would like to, but not for.
Yeah.
This is why you keep the window. This is why you keep the window open, because the glare avoids anyone next to you seeing what you're watching.
Yeah, that's why I keep it closed. I want the people to see. I know we've totally gone off tangent. That's totally my fault as well. But
let's move through the 5 Emmys that they won.
Hang on. If you like Peacemaker, James Gunn does a podcast after it talking about the making of the episodes. He talks about the Depression Party and how they filmed it, even how they casted it.
Wow.
It is really interesting, but also like insanely funny. So if you love Peacemaker, if you're enjoying that, go check out that podcast. All right, the next Emmy that they won. Whew, we'll get in there. All right, outstanding visual effects. This one's a no-brainer. They've got some of the best top studios working on this show.
And Star Wars is no stranger to winning awards for special effects, right?
Right. Right. And for those who don't know, Star Wars is no longer exclusive to ILM. It used to be only ILM can work on Star Wars. That is it. Nobody else. But that's they're pumping out so much stuff that they can't do that anymore. So so kudos to ILM and all the other. I don't know what the other studios that worked on it, but big props to all of them because it's a lot of work. I know those deadlines and stuff are crazy. So it's great to see when they get recognized and rewarded for all their hard work. Yeah. Anyone have anything to add to that? Yeah. Next.
Yeah, let's keep rolling.
This one's also very special to all of us.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Yeah,
100%.
outstanding fantasy sci-fi costumes.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting that they have the wedding scene in that photo because that really put it all on display there. Just the skill and craftsmanship that went into all the costumes. That scene was nuts. Yeah. It was absolutely bananas for costumes.
Almost as good as Flash Gordon with the costumes, man. I'm telling you.
Almost. We needed more shiny gold reflective surfaces, Steve.
Yeah.
I love that they showed another side of Star Wars that we usually don't see, and that's the affluent side, right? Like where they are living in luxury. A lot of times when we watch Star Wars, like we always say, it is a lived-in universe. Everything's broken down. Everything's dirty. Everything is distressed. Everything has been well worn, and we don't often get a chance to see. Exactly. You don't get a chance to see in a non-military sense because the Imperials are always spiffy and clean, the uniforms and whatnot for the officers. And the only real glimpse we ever got of this beforehand was, a bit on on Bespin.
In the Senate.
And yeah, in the Senate. And then a little bit more. But I mean, this was so focused on a very affluent planet where the wedding ceremony goes on for days. It just sort of goes, and it's really, really neat because the other flash of just this kind of opulence was in, like, I think The Last Jedi when they're on Canto Bight.
Yeah.
Right. So I really did like the change of speed in all of this too, and especially with Luthen having to put on his disguise, which is pretending to be a rich dude, which I thought was amazing. He pulled the Mask of Zorro type bit, right?
Yeah. Love it. That's such a great comparison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, good call, Paul. Steve, you're a costume guy.
I loved it. There's not one of these things that you would look at and say, man, I'd love to build that. That looks great. Like any of it, even in the dirty side of the business, right? Everything looks so good and fitted. It was everyone in Mon Mothma's household had such stunning clothing on them. You could just pick any one of her dresses, and I'm sure anyone would be happy to walk around in that at any convention, and you would just tell right away where it's from.
Yeah. Do you even remember, is there any kind of costume to you that just like sticks right out and you're like, yo?
For this show?
Yeah.
I don't know if any one of them is like, yo. I honestly, it was most of the women's dresses were just so spectacular and impressive. They just look so good. But the dudes were wearing it good too. I mean, look at the guy you got in the picture here. But I think all of it just works so well together.
Yeah, I was kind of with you on
Stormtroopers were there, so they look good.
Well, I'm even thinking of the insurrection planet and all that kind of stuff, right? Like it's funny how, like, that's why I asked if you had one that you liked in particular. But what ends up happening is with Andor is the costumes build the world.
Yeah.
It's not so much like this is Darth Vader. He looks badass and cool. The world always just felt full, and it was mainly because of how everybody looked.
Yeah,
or at least that's how I feel.
I didn't. The thing is with this show as well, and I don't know if it sounds weird, but I didn't really focus on the costumes because they were just clothing, and it worked, and it was in that was what I expect to see. I wasn't like, oh wow, which you are if you look at it again. If we were to go through get one of the books of the costumes of Andor, I'm sure you'd be like, holy shitbags, man, that is amazing. But it worked because it made sense that this clothing was being worn in every scene you watched. So fantastic that they won this award, because they should have done. And for that reason alone, is that it didn't really look ridiculous in my mind. It looked right where it should be.
Outside of the wedding, it definitely felt like they went with a less is more approach in terms of the costumes. Like, not to say that they're not beautifully made, but they're definitely more understated and they look more just believable, like things people would actually be wearing on various planets. The wedding is something else altogether, but on Gorman, yeah, it looked very close to, going back to like the kind of the French Resistance World War II setting, like
Yeah,
almost
very
that kind of
Parisian.
look.
Very
Yeah,
Parisian,
absolutely.
especially with the people working in the hotels and stuff. That's what you got. That's what you felt, you know. But again, they were writing something, as Paul said, which was supposed to be World War II era
Yep.
kind of stories. These things were real, and it really showed that difference between the people that join the side with the money and what they're willing to do. But as soon as the going gets tough, they back the fuck down and they're gone, like the little sheep that they are. But the real people that love what they want to do, they will sacrifice their life for it. And that's what they wanted to try and get across. And I think they did that beautifully.
Yeah, it was definitely thoughtful costume design.
Yeah. Anyone, anything to add to that? Steve, Kevin, Paul? Nope.
No, I mean,
all right.
Yeah, they
fit,
did the job,
right?
man. It did the job.
They
A1 deserved the award. Yeah.
There was a lovely delineation between you could tell which planet was which, where you were at, because of this clothing style, right? Gorman's clothing style was different from the agrarian planet where they were hiding out. It was different from Ferric as well, right? Like you could tell that there was that delineation of just fashion style, right? Yeah. Ferric's very cold, very inhospitable, mining planet, lots of industrial work. The clothing reflected that, right? You look at, I can't even, what's the name of the planet? The rich planet.
This Chandrilla.
Chandrilla, right? Opulence. Everybody's clean. You look at that, right? It made sense. Stuff. And that's the thing with costumes, unless they need to stand out, they shouldn't. And I think they did a masterful job in having worked on big ass productions too, where you kind of go, it's just a robe. You'd be blown away about how much detail you do not see that is underneath the cape or the robe, or how the pants are fitted, or the stitching, or the fabric, or any of these other things that you kind of go, no one's ever going to see this. But I can guarantee you the costume designer and everybody putting it together does, and they care about how it sits and how everything sort of ties together. So this is a monumental task all costume departments go through for shows this big. And the fact that they could look at all those people in that shot. Yeah. Everybody there had a costume that wasn't store-bought, that was created, designed, built, fitted, and created. Look at the color palette, the fabric choices, right? It's crazy. It's crazy the scale of this. So, congratulations to them. Well deserved.
And no one upstaged the bride, which is the most important. Really? No one laughed? Gosh, you guys are a tough audience.
Moving on.
Wow. Okay.
Ryan's been burned before on that one, I think.
I would just like to do a shout out to the difference. I mean, look at us in our costumes. Black hat, black top, beard. Like, look at it. It's just outstanding. It just looks right. Not one of us looks different. It's like, I'm just looking. We have just literally black t-shirt, black hat, and beard. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's a style.
That's the nerd uniform.
That's right. Also, outstanding picture editing. Who really knows about editing that really wants to give this one a go?
Well, I don't know, man. I mean, we've talked all night about how seamless everything was and how you can just work your way through an episode and be blown away and want to go on to the next. I think that editing probably speaks for itself, because if you're not taken out of it by something that wasn't correctly edited, then it would be a harder journey through that episode, right?
Right. Nope.
Yep. I feel like that's another category that Star Wars is no stranger to. Even going back to 77 with A New Hope, Marshall Lucas, Paul Hirsch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
It's another form of storytelling.
Yeah. 100%.
They will. But it shapes performances. They can Frankenstein something together, and
absolutely,
take, 5 different takes of somebody's performance and cut it together with 5 different takes of another actor's performance.
Yeah.
And shape it into whatever direction they want the story, the tone they want the scene to go in.
Yeah.
And there's something to be said about pacing for this show, which was fantastic as well. I remember one of the first complaints about Andor was it moves too slow, nothing's happening. Why is this so boring? And then that changed really quickly when you realize that they are putting in place all these set pieces to bring it to a climax, right? This is masterful storytelling here. And it is the difference as well. I mean, when you're cutting together action, and this show had a lot of action in it too. So the fact that they could do the drama and the action at the, the acting and the action, and have it almost seamless and still within that world, not too jarring. I think it speaks to a level of craft that is outstanding.
Yeah. No, good shout. That was awesome. Well put together. Also well put together. Outstanding production design for period or fantasy program, 1 hour or more. Yeah, Steve, go for it.
No, I'm just saying for all the reasons that we've already discussed, man. They set the scene. You believe you're where you need to be. You believe you're in that place that they want to put you in.
Yeah,
it looked amazing. It was larger. It was larger than life. It really was.
I want to bring up one particular set and space that they were filming in, which was Luthen's apartment on Coruscant. That little hideaway that they had, and how
the safe house.
The safe house.
Yeah.
Where at the beginning of the season, it's this nice, beautiful, well-kept apartment building, and then by the last 3 episodes, it's run down, it's leaky, the lights are blinking. Yeah. And it's just, but it, like the way it weathered down and deteriorated so quickly because they are now in full fascist government at that point with the Empire, that people don't have the money or want to put their money towards fixing and upkeep. So to me, that was like one of the safe house was to me, one of the coolest sets. Cause again, that's another thing we don't really see a lot of in Star Wars. And that is something that to me, I feel would totally exist and should be a HasLab.
Just that apartment.
A room?
Just the shitty rundown apartment.
Yeah, just a room.
It has one feature, the hideaway.
Yeah.
Fax machine.
The smash through wall.
Yeah.
To get your radio. And don't forget the oven. You can probably find a 3D print file for it, Kev.
Comes with the on card, the Imperial officer that was used as a human shield.
Oh, see, that scene was awesome.
Yeah.
With K2.
Is this the perfect show? When you look at the different elements, right, that we're all saying that hits the music, the editing, the writing, the acting that was criminally, neglected. Yeah. Is this like the perfect show? There's storytelling, right? There's visuals, there's action. That what else can you think something negative? And I'm not trying to be like, this is, it's Star Wars. We all love Star Wars. Like, what can we say about the show that, it's like, I don't really like it.
I mean,
there are those who are there.
Yeah, but the thing is, it exists. But the issue is that, like you said, if you sit back and look at all the really good stuff about it, anything that someone tells you is a crock of shit, and then you believe that because you're a sheep, and that's the way you follow because the cool kids hate, then you're gonna believe that, right? But if you sit back and you pick up all these things that we're talking about that were really good, you're like, oh, maybe it was actually quite good. Maybe I should watch it again with a different. Don't go onto Facebook the week before learning about what everyone thinks about the show that you watched and you should think. Just watch it again and see if you actually enjoy it.
That's my tactic when talking, because like again, I am fully open about not particularly enjoying season 1 of Andor, but I end up being in the presence of a lot of Star Wars nerds, and invariably all of them loved season 1, and I love, like, my question to them is, what did you like about it? Tell me. Like that's my favorite thing to talk about with them, because they love it so much and they're so passionate. Yeah. Like I want to, I'm sad at the end of the day that I didn't like season 1 so much. But it's fun talking to someone who really enjoyed season 1 and learning why, like just getting into it
And
with them.
if someone points things out to you that you may not have noticed before, do you then want to go back and watch it again?
Absolutely.
And does it change your mind? Do you say, you know what, I appreciate all things you pointed out because that's stuff that I didn't really recognize, but I'm still not a big fan.
Yeah,
you
it's
know
okay
what?
to ask, like, what did I miss?
Yeah.
What did you see?
Absolutely.
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Right.
And then
Like,
you go, oh, okay, let me look at it again.
Yeah.
No, I still don't like it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's cool.
And that's still
and
cool.
that's I definitely didn't set out. Like I hate these people that it feels like they set out, like their mind is already set in advance that they're gonna hate something. And yeah, I
Paul's
I'm
face.
I'm to the point where it's frustrating, and I'm a little bit sad that I didn't like it as much as everyone else, but that's okay. I'm also not going out of my way to shit on it. I just, I would far rather talk to someone who enjoyed it and what they liked about it.
Yeah.
Sir Eric Brown brought up one of the nitpicks that I had, more so with the first season than the second season as well, was maybe more aliens. They had more in season 2, but more aliens would have been good. That's incredibly nitpicky though. And again, that's exactly how I feel. That's to me, that was such a minuscule nitpick that it didn't affect me, but it's not, also I noticed, like there's,
but there's a lot more effort you need to put in if you're putting a ton of aliens in, especially if you make an alien a key part of, because if you don't get it right, then all they're going to focus on is the fact the alien looks shitty, and now you're not,
or just that there is this like random Rhodian at the wedding. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just
why would not to say they shouldn't be. I mean, but you've watched things like in Mandalorian, right? They when we go back to what's the planet they go to with Jet Black on it? I can't remember the name of the planet.
Yeah, Jack Blackington 5.
Yeah. But again, you go there and it's the same thing. It's people with money, the pompous money, and everyone's wearing the glamorous clothing. And that table was littered with aliens, right?
Yes. Shout out to Pam.
So is that what we want to see, or did it? Again, I didn't really notice that because the story was just leading me through. But I just think
invariably, whenever you do something like that, and you have a creature, an alien, being featured or sort of brought in, there is a cost involved in that, right? Whether it's VFX or costume making and whatnot. And to me, it just sort of reflects that. With the Empire, for example, there's a racism in the Empire in terms of their majority of the Imperial forces are humanoids or humans, right? You don't often see non-human. Like Thrawn is an example of like an outlier or whatever, but you don't see a lot of Rhodian officers or pilots or stormtroopers or whatever. You don't. It's mostly human based, and I think that Chandrila is kind of, because it's an affluent planet, you have more of a human base to it, right? And these stories just sort of lent themselves to worlds that were more human based. And I think honestly as well, with less aliens, there's less headache. Just from a purely production point of view, there's less of a stress or a hassle of that. You can just focus in on the storytelling instead of this, turning it into like a cantina scene, which has its uses and its moments, absolutely. But I think the type of story that they're trying to tell sort of went in a different direction, where you knew it was in the Star Wars universe. And I was going to bring this point up, is the fact that this show is just really good TV, but it's also really good Star Wars. It's one of those things where this is a great TV show, period. It doesn't matter if it's Star Wars or not. It's a great TV show.
Yeah.
It's also great Star Wars too. So it's one of those things where I think you can nitpick, and that's fine. Everybody does it. Could they have added more aliens? Sure, but I mean, if more aliens meant less K2SO, I'd rather have all that K2SO, because that just ate up a ton of their budget.
Well, just not just K2, but that whole like lineup of K2s.
Yeah.
Right.
So the massacre scene.
So when they come out for the first time,
they're just kicking over barricades, and dude, they look so scary, man.
That being said, though, going back to season 1, Sir Eric Brown does bring up a good point of saying that he imagined there would be more aliens in the Narkina 5 prison because of that reason, because they're, you know, they're not amongst the high society. But I always wonder about their, you know, their hands. Have they got the coconut claw hands? Have they got the Greedo long fingers? Are they going to be able to build that shit? Like,
yeah.
That's the other thing. Like,
they're being
how's that
tasked
gonna
with
look?
real heavy
prison.
labor.
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
If you see a Rodian come out and all of a sudden they got these beautiful hands that can construct this thing, you got to hide that, so you can only see the head at that point, and then you've got a mouth movement, an eye movement, head. So yeah, I can see why, because there's so much storytelling being told there, but they could be in the background. They could just be walking through. But man, most of the aliens had weird hands. Man, that would look so weird holding one of those wrenches, those sonic wrenches, and lifting everything up on a team lift. That feels like a
because they had the
chicken
worst
sketch.
They keep getting the worst time trying to build those parts.
Yeah,
and he's like, I don't have bloody fingers.
Yeah. It is robot chicken sketch
actually,
waiting to happen.
I think Steve actually makes a really good point there. I think the, you know, not just because of their hands, but I could see them taking certain aliens and putting them certain places. Like when, you know, what is it? Paul said like heavy labor camps. I'm pretty sure that's where the Wookiees went.
Or like like slave labor camps.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know that's probably where they went.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, like where Bill Burr was, just going through, rifling through all the wreckage and pulling stuff out.
Yep. Yeah, I could totally see that.
What else did they win, Ryan?
I think that's it.
Oh
shit.
So the music didn't get any. Did the music get a nomination? Because the music blew me away.
Music got nomination. Voice acting got a nomination.
Right.
There was a lot. Like I said, they got 14 14 nominations. I didn't even realize there was 14
all the way through
categories.
this segment.
So they got nominated for Outstanding Drama Series, Outstanding Direction for a Drama Series, Outstanding Character Voiceover Performance, Sound Editing, Sound Mixing, Music Composition for a Series, and Original Dramatic Score, Outstanding Music and Lyrics for Who Are You, the song title We Are the Gore, Outstanding Cinematography for a Series, Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series, Forrest Whitaker as Saw Gerrera. He got nominated as a guest actor.
Oh, nice.
And that's it. So Andor got 9. Andor got 9.
Huffing his chest.
Oh my god. Yeah, the realization or the explanation that when he's breathing that is not because he needs help breathing because his lungs are scarred, but he's taking a hit.
He's vaping.
He's the original glue sniffer.
Yeah, he's huffing.
That was amazing. I love that.
It is
like, really changes the perception in Rogue One when you watch him. And he's just taking a big pull off of it. You're like,
why are you so paranoid?
Especially, like right at the end. Like because he takes that big huff and then waits for death, right? Like takes it in. But also like it also kind of maybe the drugs also made him super paranoid, which is why he got the way he was. Because we see him get like progressively weirder
100%
as the season went too, right? Like it's and I'm really happy as well that they didn't explain every little detail about like how did he lose his leg? How did this happen? I'm so happy they just like didn't explain it. Let your imagination do some of the work.
Yeah.
I love it when Star Wars does that.
Fell asleep at the wheel and crashed his speeder or something.
Just something super innocuous, not just doing just dangerous rebel shit.
Tweaked right out, just
fell down in the bathtub.
He forgot to open the blast doors and just drove straight in.
All right,
that's funny.
Are we talking Starfighter?
We totally can. My twin brother and fellow Canadian Ryan Gosling just released the first, I guess, our first look, which is funny because usually when we get a kind of like a first look at Star Wars, it's usually we kind of see something a little more iconic in a sense, like maybe a droid will be in there or whatever, right?
Space.
A ship, a lightsaber, something along those lines.
Something, right? But this is just like, this still looked like the costumes, the outfits look Star Warsy. It looks like they're just playing out at the pool.
Just having a late day.
But I'm totally down. Yeah. Let's just go down. I actually think Paul's the only one that hasn't gone first. Paul, what? Clearly, you must have saw this. Did it get you excited? Did you get your motor running? Excited for a new movie?
No, to be honest, it didn't. Zero context. I mean, it's great. It's like, oh, great, they're working on it.
Right.
That's the excitement there.
Mm-hmm.
More than anything is it's just waiting for the rampant speculation that always floods the internet as everybody pours over this picture pixel by pixel and the different things. It's just like, okay, cool, they're working on it. That's my honest reaction is cool, they're working on it. They're on a boat,
Yeah,
and it looks like some sort of a sail barge. Ryan Gosling's been in a bit of a fight. You can see he's got a bit of a shiner on his cheek. They're not dressed. They're not from Chandrilla. They're not going to a pageant and whatnot. Looks like they're both working hard.
Yeah, they look a little rough.
Yeah, they look like they've been through it, which is great. So what time period is this again? Where are they on the timeline?
5 years after Rise of Skywalker.
5 years after Rise of Skywalker. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're firmly in the sequel trilogy world now. So yeah.
Yeah.
What planet are they on? Why are they on a boat?
Right. So the speculation has
this
been
will be very
right.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And I mean, and that's the thing that's what always gets me, because while I'm very glad to see an image from it, the big eye roller for me, the thing that I have to stop myself from is everybody just jumping to conclusions about this or that, or saying, the crazy speculation that kind of, which is kind of fun, but then it also gets kind of ridiculous after a certain point. And it's just like, it's doing its job, which is creating a buzz.
Mm-hmm.
And but look at Ryan Gosling, man. He's like undressing us with his eyes. He's right there, shooting right down the barrel, staring right at us.
Right.
So,
Plus
hey,
those
are your
arms.
clothes on?
Holy moly! Yeah.
Yeah.
If
So
so,
I guess that's the end of this segment then.
No, it's cool because like Doell and I were there at Celebration when this was announced, right? And
Steve was there
with
too, yeah.
I was
Right,
there.
that's right, that's
Hi,
right.
Kevin.
hello. It was too brief, but like the worry with projects being announced, it's like sometimes it's just an announcement. And like Paul said, this is like, hey, this is confirmation. This is in the works. Like this is going to be the real deal. It's not just like we have plans to do this, and then it never materializes. So I think that's like the only solid takeaway from this.
Yeah. Like, because even, what was it, Celebration Europe, the last one? That's when they announced the Daisy Ridley Ray movie.
Right.
There's been nothing since that. And now she can't do an interview without being asked. So this is the first one since, I guess, Mandalorian and Grogu, where it's just like, hey, we're doing something new, and it's actually filming.
It's real.
It's real. Jamie.
Yeah. 100% confirmation that it's actually happening. I mean, they could still stop it at any point, but no, this is it. I'm excited because we're getting a movie called Starfighter. I'm still sad that we didn't get Rogue Squadron. It's the Rogue Squadron books, the video games, the comic books are still my favorite Star Wars stuff. And I'm so sad that we didn't get Rogue Squadron. So hopefully this makes up for it. I have high hopes. And yeah, it's nice seeing photos, just confirmation that it's being made. It's actually happening.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Steve, 3.
Yeah, I for the stuff that I've heard, speculation and probably facts, I'm excited for it. I'm not combing the internet like today, or when we said we are going to talk about it, it's the only time I was like, I better see what else has come out. But I'm excited for the fact that if it's true that if he is the uncle, the kids, the nephew, the kid's force sensitive, then that's a great story. And just because we're seeing water and everyone's presuming the whole fucking movie is going to be a water is ridiculous. Like absolutely ridiculous. But I think that's probably, I think one of the things that is true is that the reason we're not seeing much of the continuation of the Jedi story of Rey at the moment is maybe they've rethought what they're going to do, and maybe this is going to be a stepping stone to that. That was an interesting theory that I heard someone talking about, and that would be quite cool, because if we do have a force sensitive kid and we got this roguish expert pilot, and then they get into whatever's coming up next, because this is 5 years after, so we don't know. Freaking cameras. We don't know who's doing what, right? So 5 years after Palpatine returned somehow, now who's running the show? Now who's in charge? Like there's always someone in charge. There's always someone running the show. We don't know who that's going to be after 5 years, right?
Yeah. Well, I know this sounds very Mandalorian season 2, but do you think he's just taking his nephew out to be like, hey, let's go find this Rey?
Well, you mean for this picture? I think this picture is them probably working. This is their everyday life.
Not from this picture, but I just mean like, if that's do you think that's like the point of the movie then? Is like, now we're going to speculation territory. Let's not get married to our own speculations.
Yeah.
But
yeah. Like I said, we don't want to go there, but to me, I don't think so. To me, if for me to make me kind of think, oh yeah, that makes sense. I think it would be hiding the kid, keeping the kid out of the way from the people that, especially knowing that if you've got any midichlorians or M counts about you, they're going to be poaching you to try and do something like we've seen in Mandalorian, or like, bring someone. We've got this cloning shit going on, right? So they're probably hiding the kid and keeping them under wraps. Yeah. So who knows? I love these little jet bikes or jet skis that they're on though.
Yeah, I'm digging that. I want to see what the rest of that is going to look like.
And look at his pants, people. We talked about God. Look at those pants.
We've got some detail on there for sure.
Can we zoom into that beautiful patch on his butt there?
Yes. Speaking of zooming in onto pants and butts, BC DeLorean and other movie cars, Brandon.
Yo.
Great seeing you here. Is making a good point here too, which I totally forgot. It's from the director of Deadpool and Wolverine.
He's done other stuff too.
Like what, Steven?
Other stuff. One of the other things as well is they're using the DOP from Top Gun, which is exciting a lot of people because of the, that's another thing. Look at those pants, people.
Yeah. Tommy's here too. Good seeing you, Tommy. Yeah, those are great pants, Steve. Are you
I'm excited for the pants. That's my t-shirt.
It kind of remind me of Batman Forever a little bit. Well, let's see what
they look like Dash Rendar pants. I don't know why.
I'm here for that.
Maybe that's who he plays.
They look like they're like a water taxi. They take you to a bigger party boat. And I'm trying to think of the most underwhelming thing that in this photo, just to combat all of the speculation.
Yeah. Well, they got a little seat there, and they both pedal, and they're
exactly.
Yeah.
It's actually a big swan shaped vessel, and they use their feet to pedal. Yeah.
Honestly, let's zoom into that naked knee. Like speculation galore. There's a camera, a naked knee. That's just the filming barge, dudes. Like all we're gonna see is those handles at this point. You got a camera down there. That's your new pink shorts guy right there with the naked knee and the shorts on.
Oh, pink.
Wow, that's the next Dragon Con cosplay. White t-shirt, black shorts.
That is so funny.
That's a camera back there. Looks like.
Yeah.
100%.
That's fun. Good eye, Steve. Were you looking for that naked knee?
And Paul, you'll recognize that X, right?
The what?
If you zoom in on the end of the barge there, there's tape. There's gaffer tape down there. Oh, Ryan, stop zooming
down
in
to the
crotches.
Right. Oh, yeah.
There you go. That's a filming barge, man.
That's somebody's mark.
Exactly.
Although it's an X, so that's not an actor's mark. They're usually T's. So that's for something else. That is for camera or
like
that's
lighting
where
or something.
VFX.
Maybe that's where knee guy is supposed to be sitting, but he's also like, get out of the photo. Like, oh, just hide behind the dude.
This feels like a very impromptu. This is not a, hey, let's take a production still while we're shooting a scene. This feels like it's in between takes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gosling's like, why the fuck are you doing? Look at him.
This
why are you doing this?
Levy's like, oh, guys, you look amazing right now. Let me just take a picture. Don't move. Don't move.
Yeah, they're just
You know
like,
what's really
can we just
great
go
is-
home?
The fact that you can't tell that they're actually in the volume right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you said that, I can see the line.
I'm lying. I have no idea if
mean
it's
they're
in
not
the
at
volume
sea?
or if they're actually
Do you think
on
they're
location.
out at sea?
Yeah, they're out.
That's
at
it.
sea.
It's
But
so
there's a-
easy to
There's a line there.
say that.
I see
That
something.
could just
but
that could just be the
But
line.
you know what?
The
What
light
line? The
reflecting off
horizon?
water.
no.
You sound like
but
a speculator. You
Yeah.
sound like a speculator.
Well, you could though. But it's like at the same time, this honestly just could be a reflection line. That's all that probably is,
That's probably what it is.
right?
Guys,
But
it's a water taxi. It's not that deep.
This is where they live, guys. It's a floating cabin. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Shit.
Yeah. No, cool. That's it. That's our
That's
news.
it. That's the only picture you've got. What about the other picture? The other one we got given, the black and white one with their speeder.
They gave us a. I didn't even see that.
Hang on.
Oh yeah, that was the one that they showed just to announce that filming had started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
Steven,
Yeah, I'm coming.
hurry up, Steven.
Got buttons to click. There you go.
Nice. Oh
Yeah, there it is.
yeah. I forgot about that.
That looks fantastic.
Still got his mullet.
Yeah.
Now
That's
that is definitely that's a speeder of some sort, right? It's got
It's
seats in the back, seats in the middle, and probably a seat at the front.
Yeah, it's a land taxi. We've gone
Yeah,
from
there's
water
no-
taxi to land taxi.
That's how
I
he
don't
becomes a
see no engines,
starfighter.
though.
No,
I don't see
maybe
any
they're
engines on.
maybe they're in the shadow at the back there.
Zoom in on his pants. Is he wearing the same pants?
Let me see. Let me see. Oh, it gets a bit blurry, people. They could be. He looks very.
It looks
leather.
like
Look at
the
that
same
leather
pants.
jacket.
Yeah.
So the pants and the jacket make it look like a motorcycle suit, something
Yeah.
of that like it's a little bit padded. It looks
Space
like it's
leather.
made of leather. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Nerf hide, if you
This looks
will.
like I thought
Yeah.
that was a fur collar, but I don't think it is.
Oh yeah,
It's
it's
just
tough to
really-
tell. It'd be
really
cool if
bad
it was like a
dandruff.
bomber jacket type thing.
Yeah. David Beckham mullet on him. Look at that mullet sticking out the back there. Great.
What if
Yeah.
the kid is the starfighter?
Yeah, I
Well-
wouldn't be surprised.
Why wouldn't he be?
I don't know.
He probably, if he's got Jedi powers, he probably knows spinning and all that good
Oh
shit.
my god.
Hey,
Can you
that's a good
imagine?
trick.
That's a good trick.
It's the greatest redirect in the history of redirects. It's not about starfighters. It's about a kid named Jake Starfighter.
Oh,
Not
Can you
Jake
imagine that?
Starfighter?
And it's about, there's no fucking flying
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Oh
No,
He is
man.
Jake Starfighter.
and he's a jet skier.
He's
Yeah,
the greatest swimmer in the galaxy.
Yeah.
that's exactly it. From humble fisherman to Jedi Master, Jake Starfighter.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right?
That'd be funny as hell.
Just
How
an
about
amazing chef.
Yeah. Actually,
He
I'd be
plays
down for
chef.
that too. Chef Starfighter.
There you go.
Oh, that's great. No, that's cool. Those are all the topics I had for tonight. Does anyone have? I feel like I'm in a work meeting. Does anyone else have anything they need to bring up before we go?
You know what? We don't want to overdo speculation. I think
No.
I think we've done it.
You think we've done it? Take a drink, Steve.
We've done enough. Yeah.
We've speculated a good amount.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was awesome. Cool. All right, let's do a run through. Where can we find everybody? Jamie, let's start with you. Where are all your things that you do?
You can find me on the Generation X-Wing podcast. We have a YouTube channel, so we're live every second Thursday. Typically doing movie reviews for movies from the 80s and 90s, and then Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, every week, one of those days. I also have my own show going on called Ready to Believe, that's part of the Generation X-Wing podcast, where it's all things Ghostbusters. So we are alternating between doing rewatches of episodes of the real Ghostbusters, and then on the off weeks, we are unboxing some Ghostbusters figures.
Nice.
Nice.
That's fun. Kevin, Where can we find you?
YouTube.com/toying around every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern for Unboxing Thursdays, and sometimes warming up Wednesday nights for Doell.
Oh, thank you very
Figuratively
much.
speaking, not
Ooh,
like.
wow.
I'm so glad you said warming up Wednesday night.
I saw Steve's face, and I'm like, all right, I know what demographic he represents, and I need to clarify. And that's where we're at now.
Hey, and if you're a Canadian toy collector, like a majority of us, and probably a majority of some people that watch this channel as well, you can also go to ecollectibles.com and use code Toying Around. Save yourself an additional 5% off, because sometimes buying toys is tough in this economy, and find places to save where you can. So use code Toying Around over at ecollectibles and get your 5% discount today. That's my commercial.
Nice. Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you. Paul, where can we find you?
Usually you can find me on Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific on YouTube. That's for my show Funboxing Sundays, where I open up a geeky collectible, I do a half-ass review, and we chat. We also have a drinking game. I say usually because the last few weeks I've actually had to miss it because I've been out of town, or guess what? Baseball season has started up again. My youngest does play baseball, and his games are now in the evening, Sundays, the weekends. So we are scrambling around trying to find a different time so that we can do the show. It might get punted to Sunday mornings. It might get punted to another night.
Do
Wednesdays is
night.
good.
There's
Wednesdays is
nothing
good.
going on
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays. Yeah, so
I was
figured
thinking about doing Wednesdays.
we could just do a Wednesday. It
should
could be
all
like the
stream
Battle
Wednesday.
Royale Wednesday, where
Yeah.
we just do everybody does a show on Wednesday. But we'll see. But that's generally, you can find me on there. Go to Bitteration Dude Inc. on YouTube. I've got a bunch of videos there. We're closing in on the 100th episode of Funboxing Sundays, and I don't know if you know, but there's an action figure that just got released about a month and a half ago. VC363, Captain Carson Teva.
Oh, it came out?
It came out,
I
and for a
pre-ordered
lot
that.
of us, except for a lot of us not named Steve, we have received many copies of it. So we are planning a giveaway. We have been giving away signed copies of this figure on the show. Yeah, it's a good time. I have lots of fun. So I don't know when the next one is, because I was hoping to do one tomorrow, but my kid's got a night game and family's first. So we'll see what happens with that. But there's still plenty of content on there right now. And yeah, you can check it out. But there will be an announcement. Hopefully soon we can find a day on Wednesday.
Because I was going to ask if you're doing an episode this Sunday, so I guess not. Is there anything that you want to talk about that happened with you last weekend at a specific Star Wars related convention?
Yeah. Well, what was really the highlight of I was a guest. I was an invited guest for May the North Be With You, which was a small Star Wars sort of toy show convention, whatnot. I got to meet some really fantastic people, some guys who were just like part of Star Wars history. I mean, if you're talking about the dudes who had a big sort of say in not only the movies but the toys that came from the movies as well. Jim Swearingen, who designed all those original Kenner toys that we all grew up sort of playing with. I got a chance to listen to his panel and talk to him. Roger Christian, obviously, who is the production designer behind not only Star Wars but Alien, which is fantastic. So getting a chance to meet him,
to know that.
and of course getting a chance to meet the lovely Paul Blake, who played Greedo in A New Hope. And I also got a chance to meet another fantastic artist by the name of Brian. Oh God, what's his last name? But he was the layout artist for Droids and Ewoks, the animated shows.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
cool.
so I got a
That would
chance
have been
to
a
do that.
Canadian crew for sure.
Yeah, no, it was great. And they had a guided tour of the original factory where they produced in Canada, in Toronto, where they made the toys, which is amazing. And so it just sort of carried over there. So I got a chance to meet a lot of fans too. Came by, got a chance to sign the action figure, and had a really great time.
That is
was awesome.
awesome.
It was a really cool show.
That's cool that you guys have that.
Yeah, and it was put
Vancouver-
on by Fourth Moon Toys. which was them and which is a vintage Star Wars toy, probably the biggest one in Toronto. Mike Freeman is the owner, very, very passionate about Star Wars and toy collecting and whatnot. It's him and a bunch of partners. They got together. Forgive me, I can't remember who the other people were because I know Mike and I know his store the best. And yeah, a lot of great vendors, a lot of great artists coming by. And that was their 4th convention and not their last one, not by a long shot. So looking forward to the next one.
Paul, do you remember I asked, like somebody said hi to me? They're like, "Hey, I watch your channel." I go, "Cool, man. What's your name?" He's like, "Oh, I'm Tony." I'm like, "Oh, cool. Nice to meet you." And then I asked you, Paul, like, "Do you know this person, Tony? Maybe it's somebody from your chat." And we're like, "No." So I thought maybe like it's a screen name that that I don't recognize that he has a different name on YouTube. Right. And then Tuesday on Toy Anxiety, they're talking, and I say hello in the chat, and someone goes, "Oh, I got to meet Kevin this weekend," and I look, and the name is Tony. So it was just Tony. So just Tony, if you see this, what's up, Tony? There was no alias. Hey, I spent all this time racking my brain. It was Tony.
That's the perfect one.
That's a big shout out to Fourth Moon Toys as well, because that store, like you said, it's great. It's independent. They also have a website, so go check out them as well. Yeah, and I can't wait to go to that place next month. And I'm going to buy the shit out of some Star Wars. Nice. Steve 3. Yeah. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Shit's Back with Muppet Fart, and you can find me on @Steve3D. I have got back into making shit, so I will see everybody at LA Comic Con, and I've finally finished my Cobb Vanth revamp, done everything, and I'm super pumped about that. It's got my juices flowing, so you can see me there as well, which will be weird, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And you can also, if you haven't had enough tonight, find me tomorrow morning on the DL44 network doing my unboxing. I'm going to do a Micro Galaxy to get it out of the way, but we're also going to do some other toys because I'm going to be joined by the boss, the man, the world famous Ryan Doll 31 from Instagram, and we're going to unbox some of our finally showing up Hasbro boxes that have arrived. So yeah, it's going to be fun.
Kevin, where did you get yours?
From Hasbro.
Yeah.
Oh, did you call that one in?
Yeah.
Oh, frick. I'm going to message Emily. Hang on.
Now?
Like right now.
We're still live.
Right now.
Yeah.
Still live.
Come on. Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah,
okay.
So if you guys want to see what happens after Ryan sends his text, because he is, heavily involved. But thanks for trying to get the rest of my shit, Ryan. Maybe include that in your text. We're gonna unbox some of our brown boxes tomorrow to see what we actually got showing up on our doorsteps this week, because I finally got something from my pre-orders from March. I don't know what it is yet, but we're gonna find out tomorrow morning. And I'm finally gonna unbox the Stormtrooper that I went to Japan for, got so excited for, spent all my days trying to. I'm finally gonna unbox that mother tomorrow.
Which Stormtrooper? Hot Toys?
The Cherry Blossom, yeah. The Cherry Blossom with the coat. The passion nice coat. One. The sexy
How
coat.
much do you actually want it if it's been 5 months and you haven't opened it?
Yeah.
I'm just
you think that, right?
Yeah.
You think that. But that's like any toy that stays. It's any toy that stays in the box, though, right?
But
if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be able to unbox it. But I do have it, and I've had them wait until I can appreciate it.
I'm just projecting because I have stuff from San Diego Comic-Con 24 that I haven't opened.
Right.
So I'm just trying to get your opinion. It wasn't a judgment.
No. The opinion is you've got it, and then when you've got that time, you will open it. Because I get anxiety.
And we're better than the people who don't have it, is what you're saying.
No.
That's me projecting again.
Yeah,
damn it.
No, that's obviously how you're feeling, and I get it. I get it. We can work on that, though, Kevin. We can.
I like gatekeeping. Kevin is the new character on this channel.
I like this. Yeah. That's your t-shirt. Yeah, that's your t-shirt. Mine's yeah. But yeah, tomorrow morning, join us. Grab a coffee. It's chill. It's easy, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun. So drop on around and say hi for sure.
I'll be there.
Sweet.
I'll be at a baseball game, but I'll catch the replay.
Yeah.
Looking forward to your comment in the comment section.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. And I'll make sure this is full for you to just to razz on me all day.
Fun fact, when it's not filled with water and Steve's not drinking from it, he uses it as a spare gas tank for his vehicle.
That's
You're drinking out of a jerry can?
That's what it is. That's what it is. And that's how I stay so youthful.
Petrol.
But
nice.
Paul, I was thinking if baseball's in the evening on Sundays, if you did what is the morning or late morning for you on Sundays, that would be the afternoon, evening for other people. So it would still work.
If I did late mornings on Sundays?
Just mornings. If you do mornings on Sunday, that's going to be later in the afternoon for most people on the West Coast. So that's good.
No,
No, that's
we're
not.
3 hours ahead. So if I say did,
Oh, hang on a minute. Yeah, I'm totally wrong.
Steve's got to stop drinking gasoline.
Yeah.
Hey, if it works for Sol Guerrera, it works for me.
I would argue that it doesn't, in fact, work for Saw Gerrera.
I was getting excited and I was thinking, no, that could really work. But yeah, I'm totally wrong. Hey, Paul, instead of being selfish, why don't you do it after baseball? And the later it is, it doesn't matter because it's early for us in the West Coast.
Yeah, no, but there was that idea as well. There's that option as well.
Yeah.
But it would be late for me. And so after a double header of watching my kid play.
Do it for that gas sniffer, Steve.
Yeah. You wonder how I forget my shoes. Now we know.
Yeah, explains a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Tears.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Doell, where do we find
Doell.
you? There we go.
You can find me on find me here, DL44 Network. Before I'm on with Steve, tomorrow I am on Lanterns Live to celebrate Batman Day, which is tomorrow. Then after that, then I'm going to be joining Steve in the morning doing some unboxings where I got some TVC that came in that needs to be unboxed. Then on Tuesdays, you will find me on Toy Anxiety, Wednesday nights on Gotham City Tonight. And then I'm going to try and drop more content and fun stuff on here as well. That is everything. That's everything. That's it. Let's end this thing. Everyone have a great night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone who watched the replay. It's been a very fun Friday night. Everyone enjoy your weekend. I'll see some of you tomorrow, and good night.